a comfortable seated position. And that can mean cross-legged, that can mean your legs are out in front of you, whatever is most comfortable. But wherever you are, sit up nice and tall, maybe close the eyes. And let's take a few moments to just get in sync with our breath. So inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Again, taking a big inhale through the nose. Sitting up a little bit taller this time. And exhale out. Inhale, sitting up just a little bit taller, really expanding the chest open with air. And exhale it all out. One last time, inhaling through the nose, allowing the chest to fill up with air, and then the belly. And exhale out. Blink the eyes open if you had them closed. You're gonna inhale, bring both hands above the head. Give a big old stretch, interlace the fingers and let the palms of the hands reach up toward the ceiling. Maybe look up toward those hands. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. As you stretch up, exhale, lean over to the right. Gaze goes up toward the ceiling, a little past the left armpit. Inhale back to center and exhale, lean over toward the left, looking up toward the sky. On your next exhale, find your way back to center and then open up the arms, goalpost the hands, and try to bring the shoulders back just a little bit, still sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, bring the hands in front of you, give yourself a big old hug. We're just warming up right now. And then exhale, bring your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, open up the shoulders and the chest, look up toward the sky. And exhale here. Inhale again. Exhale, release, bring your hands back to the knees and doing a few neck rolls in one direction. And then the opposite direction, making sure you get both sides feeling nice and even. First train of the day. On your next inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's just do one big shoulder roll. Inhale, bring the shoulders up toward the ears. And exhale, bring the shoulder blades closer to one another as you lower the shoulders away from your ears. Let's move the opposite direction. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. And exhale down in front of you. All right. Let's go into our tabletop pose so you can roll over the knees or you can swing your legs around into tabletop. Bringing the palms of the hands on the mat, spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Wrists and shoulders are aligned and the knees and the hips are aligned. We're going to start with a few cat-cows. Inhaling as you drop the belly, open up the chest, look up toward the sky. And exhale, draw the belly button in toward the spine into your cat pose. Inhale back into your cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Oh, hey, good morning. What's up, Bako? How are you? We're just doing some cat-cows. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna find some stillness here, pressing into the hands. Inhale the right leg back, pressing the wall away, flexing the foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose. And inhale, straight. We're gonna hold it here. Walk the left hand forward and reach it out. Really reach with those fingertips. Finding a balance here. Finding a straight line from the hand to the foot. And then from here, bending the right leg and reaching around with the left hand, grabbing onto the foot. I know I've been doing this a lot lately, but it's super fun. You can stay right here in this comfort zone, or you can kick the foot into the hands and look behind your left shoulder up at the foot. Hold it here and breathe. Really pressing that foot into the hand. Exhale, release with control. Dropping that right foot down on the mat. The left hand comes down to the mat again. From here, shifting your weight into that right foot. You're gonna bring the left knee to the chest, finding a little bit of a plank and downward facing dog at the same time. And then bring it back down. Dropping that right knee back to meet the left into our tabletop. You're gonna inhale, take the left leg, stretch it on back behind the body, flexing the foot. Energy through that flexed foot. You're gonna exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose. And inhale, straighten, hold it here. We're gonna walk the right hand forward, reach it out. Try to find a nice straight line. Baby girl. Try to find a nice straight line from the hand to the foot. If you have a pet nearby, you can give them a nice scratch. From here, you can bend that left leg. Reach around back with the right hand, grab onto that foot and press the foot into the hand. See if you can look behind the left shoulder or the right shoulder at that foot. Breathe here. Exhale, release, stretching that hand and the foot back, and then dropping the right hand and the left foot plants here. And we're going to press into that left foot as you draw the right knee in toward the chest. Really engage the core here and engage the shoulders as well. Exhale, release, bring that knee back down, coming back into your tabletop. And we're going to inhale, shift the weight to the left hand. The right arm comes up toward the sky into a nice open twist. Exhale, thread the right hand through the left. We're going to drop the right temple down onto the mat. Inhale the left arm up toward the sky. And you can drop that left hand down, or you can bring it behind your back. Find a bind. To add to this, if you want more of a challenge, you can take that left leg, stretch it on back, or you can even lift it up off of the mat. Wherever you are, take a couple breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release that foot back down if it was up. And you're going to bring that left arm back up toward the sky, dropping it underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press up, back into your twist. Right arm up toward the sky. And exhale down, back into your tabletop. From here, shift your weight into the right hand. Inhale the left arm up toward the sky into a twist. Exhale, bring that left hand underneath the right, dropping the left temple down onto the mat. And you can stay right here, or you can inhale, bring the right hand up toward the sky. Or you can go in for a bind, bringing that hand behind the back. Maybe even being able to grab to the, if you can see this, the inner thigh. Wherever you are, you can stay here. Or if you want to challenge yourself, challenge your balance, you can take that right leg, stretch it on back. Or you can slowly lift that left or the right leg up toward the sky. Just hold it here and breathe. Whenever you're ready, you're going to exhale, drop that foot back down, come back onto the knee. Inhale the right arm up toward the sky. Exhale, drop that hand down under the shoulder. And inhale, open the left arm up toward the sky into a twist. And drop it down. We are back into our tabletop. Tuck those toes, and you're going to go into a downward facing dog, the first one of the day. So pedal your feet out, pressing one heel down at a time, and breathe into the backs of the legs. Really walk through those legs. So if you're having some fun, you can just take some time in one leg, take some time in the other, move with your breath, but have fun give yourself some creative freedom here. So if you kind of want to move through a few little spine movements or leg movements, if that feels good, go right ahead. This is your time, this is your practice. Just checking the time. All right, cool. From here, we're gonna find stillness whenever you're ready, and you do not need your legs to be straight. If they have a slight bend, that is totally fine. But wherever you are, just try to find a couple breaths where you're not moving at all. You're just in this pose. Your fingertips are spread nice and wide. Your neck is completely relaxed. You feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs, but you're not straining too hard. And whenever you're ready, you're gonna inhale, walk the feet up to the hands, nice and slow, into a forward fold, allowing the body to just completely melt over the legs, maybe grabbing onto opposite elbows and swaying from side to side if that feels good. Allowing the spine to just completely go. From here, you're gonna slowly roll up into a mountain pose, bringing the hands out toward the sides. Inhale the arms up toward the sky, palms together. Exhaling, lowering the hands to heart center. We're standing up nice and tall. Inhale, lift the toes up off of the mat. And exhale, slowly lower one toe at a time, starting with the pinky toe edge. Really gripping the floor or the mat with your feet. We're gonna inhale one more time, bending the knees as you reach the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, goal post the arms as you open up the chest, looking up toward the sky, opening up the chest and the back a little bit, and then inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna start by kicking our left foot back into a lunge. Getting nice and low here. High up on the fingertips though, we're gonna open up the chest. This is our first lunge of the day, so take a few breaths here. Open up the hip. If you do need to, you can kind of wiggle your back toes just a little further so you can create some extra length in the hips. Exhale, drop the left knee, untuck the toes. You're gonna walk your hands up the knee, and inhale, reach the arms up. Look up toward those hands. Find a tiny, tiny back bend, nothing crazy. And exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, tuck the left toe, lift up off the knee. We're really gonna press into the hands, bring the right knee to the chest, and step it on back into a plank. This is our first chaturanga of the day, so you can drop the knees if you'd like or go all the way with me. We're gonna lower all the way down to the mat. Exhale, elbows in toward the body. Maybe hold it here at a 90-degree angle if you can. And exhale, drop it all the way down. Untuck those toes. Roll the shoulders back as you inhale into your cobra. You can have a slight bend in the elbows here and look up toward the sky. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale, come all the way back. Tucking the toes, and then doing a big press up into a downward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now we're here. We're gonna inhale the left leg up toward the sky and just immediately swing it through to a lunge. Again, you can wiggle that right foot back if you need to find some extra space in the hips here. Tented fingers, opening up the chest, breathing into the hips. Again, this is our first lunge of the day, so we're just gonna take a little extra time. I know I always wiggle back and forth. I never realize that. You do not need to do what I'm doing. It just is something I do because it feels good. Exhale, drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Walk the hands up that left leg. Keep nice hips, or square hips here. And inhale the arms up toward the sky. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, look up toward the sky. Find a mini back bend here. Whoop. Nothing crazy. And exhale, drop the hands, planting them down. We're gonna tuck the right toe lift up off of the knee. And we're gonna swing that right leg all the way through to a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, bringing the hands above the head, palms together. Exhaling, hands to heart center. From here, we're gonna inhale, rise up onto the toes. Finding a balance already, just a simple balance. It's hard to look around, so try to find just one spot to look at. And as you exhale, lower the heels down. Start to slowly lower or shift the weight to the heels and sit back into your chair. Slowly bending the knees, keeping the chest nice and open, lifting the toes. And then from here, shift your weight back into the toes and rise up onto the toes in your chair pose. Exhale, lower back onto the heels and forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're gonna kick the right foot back into a right lunge. Breathing here, opening up that hip. Again, you can wiggle that right foot back if you need to find some extra length in the hips. From here, staying high up on the toes, or you can drop the knee if it's more comfortable for you. You can walk up that left leg and inhale the arms up toward the sky into a crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale, settle. This time, inhale, open up the chest toward the sky. Arms are really reaching. And exhale here, we're gonna drop the hands to frame the foot. Planting the hands firmly on the mat, really pressing away, really lifting through the chest and the shoulders. We're gonna bring the left foot in toward the chest. Hold it here. And then bring it back into a plank. Let's hold this plank for 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. We're going to inhale, shift our weight forward. You can drop the knees if you'd like, or chaturanga all the way down to the mat with me, exhaling all the way. Untucking the toes. Sliding the hands forward into our Sphinx pose, lifting the belly button off of the mat, and pressing the shoulders down. Breathing here into our Sphinx pose, tucking the toes. We're gonna go into Dolphin on an exhale. Inhale here one last time, and exhale, Dolphin. Press the hips up toward the sky and walk the feet in closer toward the elbows. You do not need the heels to touch. Your knees can have a slight bend if you'd like. Wherever you are, try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Really breathing into this little pose. It can be a little challenging, especially if it's one of your first times doing it. So take your time and come down if you need to. From here, we're going to inhale the right leg up toward the sky, bend the knee. Stack the hips. And bring it back down. Bring your left leg up to the sky. Next on an inhale, bend the knee. We're not going to be here for long. We're just having a little fun. Exhale, back down. Walk the feet back into a forearm plank. And then inhale, exhale, drop the hips down, back into your Sphinx pose. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and inhale, press up. Make me do a headstand right now. Okay, while you do your, while you're in your back bend, I'll quickly go into my headstand. Now you do not need to do this, but I have to honor my chat points, so. And that is a headstand. So from here, we're gonna go back into our downward facing dog. Nice one, the real Allen B. I've been wanting to do a headstand for a while, so that was fun. From here, you're gonna inhale the right leg up toward the sky, swing it on through all the way to a lunge. That's some balance. Trust me, oh my goodness. It took me forever to learn how to do a headstand. So once I got it, I will not stop doing them. I have fallen so many times, and now I'm like, I will do a headstand all day, every day, just because I can. All right, from here, walk your hands up the leg and inhale the arms up toward the sky. And that's with a lot of poses. It might be really, really hard at first, but once you get them, they become addictive. You bring your hands up toward the sky, exhale, settle. Inhale, up, and exhale, open up the back. Reach your arms up. You can go a little bit deeper in your back bend here. Now make sure you only go as far as it is comfortable. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop your hands down. Whew. From here, walk your hands forward into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, but this time we're gonna go into our chair pose. Again, swing those arms up toward the sky. Tucking the pelvis, bring your hands heart center. Inhale, shift your weight forward onto the toes. Rise up high on the toes. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, standing up nice and tall. Exhale here. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. And exhale down. Very nice. Now from here, we're going to inhale, reach both arms up toward the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, swing those arms through all the way to a very low chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center. See what time it is. All right, so we're gonna go into our crow pose. So if it is not in your practice, I have some alternatives here. So bring your hands down in front of you. I said it's funky flow, so we're doing some funky stuff. Bend deeply into the knees. Rise up onto the toes, and you can stay right here. This is a great place to be because you're shifting your weight to your hands. It's getting you used to eventually going into crow pose, and it's also a great workout for the butt and the legs. So you can stay right here, or you can have your legs, for a little bit easier version of crow, out a little bit further. Bring your inner thighs to the top of the legs and find a little balance here. Or go into your full expression of crow if you have it, bringing your knees into your armpits and bringing the legs up. Wherever you are, just find a few moments to be here. And whenever you're ready, find your way back into a forward fold. Tenting the fingers on the mat, stepping back with that left leg back into our lunge. We're gonna exhale, drop the knee, untuck the toe, planting the left hand, inhale the right arm up toward the sky. Stay here, or you can bend into that left leg, grab onto that foot, and find a quad stretch. If you have bad knees, you can avoid this. Please listen to your body and don't push yourself. I know I've hurt myself way too many times. Oh, and you don't want that because then you can't practice yoga at all if you hurt yourself. From here, exhale, release that foot if you had it. Bring your hand to the inside of that leg. Heel toe that right foot out to the edge of the mat. And bring the elbows down if you can. Relax the neck into your lizard pose. If you have lizard pose, you can come to the outer edge of that foot and really open up that hip. If this is not enough for you, you can take that right hand, press that right leg out, and look behind the right shoulder. Now again, if this is really painful, then this is not the right pose for you. But if it feels good, then that's good. That's a good sign. And whenever you're ready, come back, bringing the hands back down. Before we get out of this pose, I want us to practice another little fun balance here. We're going to take the right hand, bring it underneath the right leg. Left arm comes out to the left side. And then from here, you can just hang out right here, maybe find a balance. Or you could take that right hand that's underneath the right leg and bring it to the back. So back of the hand hits the back. You can stay right here, or you can come with me taking that left hand and going in for a full bind. Now, this might be very difficult for you, and that is totally fine. If this is something you want to practice in the future and you can't quite get it, it's always good to have a towel or a t-shirt, or you can bring your hands in closer to each other. Exhale, release, bring your hands back down to the mat. You're going to tuck the left toe, lift up off of the knee. We are not quite done yet. We're going to press the right foot up against the right hand, the right arm, and lift those right toes. See if you can find that suspension there for a moment and kick it back into a plank. We are here in our plank, and we're just going to move through our chaturanga flow. So whatever that means to you, inhale, shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Now up dog, your legs are off of the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up toward the sky. Breathe here, really try to reach that foot up nice and high, flexing or pointing the foot, whatever feels better for you. From here, bend the knees, stack the hips. Maybe look underneath the left armpit to see if you can see that right foot. From here, inhale, straighten that right leg back up and then bring it back down to the mat. Shifting your weight over to the left leg, or the right leg, left leg goes up to the sky. Again, flexing or pointing the foot, whatever feels better for you. Try to get that leg up nice and high. Bend the knees, stack the hips. See if you can see that left leg underneath the right armpit. From here, you're gonna actually swing this left leg all the way through to a lunge. We're back in our lunge. Tenting the fingers. We're gonna exhale, drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Shift your weight to the right hand, inhale the left arm up toward the sky. Now you can stay right here or come with me into a quad stretch. Again, if your knees are not good, do not do this. You don't want to hurt yourself. So we're going to breathe here as you stretch. You can look past the left shoulder and make sure you're breathing deeply into that big old stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale the arm up to the sky. And exhale, bring that left hand to the inside of the left leg. You can stay high up on the arms if you'd like, or come down to the elbows. Ooh. Into a forward, or not forward fold, sorry, into a lizard pose. Release the neck, just let it all go. Again, you can come to the outer edge of the left foot if you'd like, or even take the left hand and press that left leg out. Looking past the left shoulder just for a nice deep stretch. Whenever you're ready, you're going to come back, bring your hands high up on the mat. You're going to bring that left arm underneath that left leg, right arm out to the sky. We're going to go into our bind again. Now you can stay right here, you do not have to do this. Or come with me. We're going to bring the back of the left hand to the back. So you can't see this, but pretty much you can kind of see my hand. It's touching my back. And then from here, find that balance. Inhale the right arm up, and you can see if you can interlace those hands. Again, you do not need to do this, but if you would like to, you're more than welcome. Listen to your body, and if at any point you feel like you're gonna fall out of it, make sure you unclasp your hands. Take another breath. Really try to open up the chest, maybe look back. Oh, I heard a notification. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna try to see. And whenever you're ready, come back. High up on those hands. Tuck the right toes, lift up off the knee. And we're gonna take a big step forward and into a nice wide leg stance. So we're here. So I'm gonna see that notification. So thank you, Rocky Place. Oh, Rocky Place, what's up? We are here. Now, we're back into a nice wide leg stance. Again, if you'd like, you can practice your crow. I'm gonna give you another opportunity to do so, so yay. So we're already here, ready for our wide-legged crow. So you can come high up on the toes, drop the elbows to a 90-degree angle, and bring the inner thighs on top of those legs for a little crow action here. Hey, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. We're just having some fun. So wherever you are with your crow, even if you want to do it the slightly more challenging way, you're going to find yourself back into a forward fold whenever you're ready. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way back up. Back into our standing pose. We're going to exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to do a little bit of fun flow action now. So we're going to stay here, high up on our balls of our feet, I guess. We're going to shift your way over to the right foot. We're going to first slowly come up onto the ball of the left foot. Find your balance. And slowly bring the left knee to the chest. Hug it in. Maybe roll the ankle a few times if you need to. But we're going to go into tree pose from here. So bring it to a high or low tree. So low tree is by your calf. A high tree is up on your thigh. But wherever you are, find your tree. Bring your hands to heart center. And when you feel ready, you can grow your branches up nice and high. You come back this way. All right. We're here. Now, if this is super duper easy for you, you have the option to look up. That challenges your gaze, that challenges your balance, or close your eyes. So if you're finding trees super easy, try closing your eyes, and you're gonna get a little off balance and it's super fun. So if you're looking to challenge yourself a little more. From here, we're going to bring that right leg, or the left leg, on top of the right and start to bend into the standing leg, hands to heart center. And slowly start to come even further down. See how low you can get. See if you can even lay your arms up against that leg. Very nice. Now see if you can even tent your fingers. Bring them down to the ground, maybe straighten that leg. But keep that leg up. Make sure it's not on the knee also. This is gonna get us ready for flying pigeon. We're not gonna do that today, but that is a very challenging, super fun pose. From here, we're gonna slowly cross that leg all the way around and get into our eagle leg. Now we are in a weird forward fold with eagle legs, which is super fun. Now let's see if we can go all the way up, back into our standing pose. Oh, let's do eagle arms. Since our left leg is on top, we're gonna bring the left arm down, right arm crosses, and eagle our arms. From here, we're moving pretty fast through this, so take your time. I'm just having fun. Take another breath, inhale. And exhale, we're gonna release the legs. Kick that left leg behind you into a warrior three. So just kick it nice straight back. Keep your arms into eagle arms and try to bring the legs forward. Holding it here, inhale. Exhale, bring it down slowly into a crescent lunge, keeping your arms into eagle arms. And exhale, settle. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down to frame your foot. And exhale, we're gonna drop the left knee, untuck the toes. Let's go into a little stretch here. Walking the hands back, flexing that right foot, bending from the hips, trying to bring the torso closer to the leg rather than the head. Walking the hands forward and enjoying this quick little stretch here. We just were on a standing leg. You might have noticed some cramping in your foot too. So if you want, you can kind of stretch that foot out a bit. Inhale, slowly come forward, planting the hands on the mat, tucking the left toe, lifting up off of the knee, stepping back into a plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna inhale high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look up at the hands. And from here, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Ooh, inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, roll all the way up. Bringing the hands above the head, palms together. And hands heart center. We gotta do the other side now. From here, shift your weight over to the left foot, propping the right foot up high up onto the ball of the toe. And move into your tree pose, so either low or bring it up nice and high. No way is wrong. Both ways are perfectly perfect. From here, you're gonna inhale, bring your hands up toward the sky, grow your branches. And again, play with your balance here. Maybe try closing the eyes if you find this really easy. Maybe look up. Wherever you are, take another inhale. And exhale. Take your hands and grab onto that right leg. You're gonna cross that right leg over the left, flexing that right foot, and bend into that left leg. Hands to heart center. You can stay right here, or you can try to come down a little bit further. See if you can bring the elbows onto the leg. Again, this flow was actually pretty hard, so I do apologize for anyone that's like new at yoga and they're like, what is this? This is a lot more challenging than I usually do, so I do apologize. From here, try to see if you can grab or bring your hands down onto the mat. Again, this is setting up for a pose that we are gonna do in later weeks. So just getting it in your mind. You can have a nice straight leg here or a slight bend. I do like to have a bend in my knees while I do this, just because the pose itself that I'm preparing you guys for is you have a bent leg for it. From here, slowly start to cross into that leg and eagle those legs. So if you can wrap the toes around, but if your toes cannot wrap, this is totally fine. Just sitting nice and cross-legged. From here, try to stand all the way up, bring the hands up above the head. Into our eagle pose. Again, the right leg is on top, so the right arm comes below. Left hand crosses over. Bring those hands together into our eagle arms. If you want a deeper shoulder stretch, you can lift the shoulders up a little higher and bring the hands away from the head. If this is really, really intense on your shoulders and you're not feeling it, you can give yourself a big old hug. That's perfectly fine too. From here, you're gonna unwrap the leg, kick that right leg back into your warrior three. Reach those arms out nice and straight. Inhale and exhale, bend into that standing leg and step back into your crescent lunge. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale, unwrap the arms, and exhale, drop them down to frame that foot. We're gonna go back into our stretch. So exhale, drop the right knee, untuck the toes, and slowly start to walk the hands back. As you flex the left foot, reach the hands forward. Bending from the hips, enjoying a nice deep stretch in the back of that leg. Taking a couple breaths here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Slowly come back to that foot. Walk your hands forward, tucking the right toe, lifting up off of the knee, and taking a big step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, bringing the hands above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now this is our flow where we are going to work on our half moon pose. So get ready. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down all the way into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Now I'm going to give you an option. You can walk, step, or hop back into a plank. And if you do choose to hop, make sure you keep your elbows bent the entire time. Do not lock your elbows. So exhale, you're going to walk, step, or hop into your chaturanga. And then go through your chaturanga flow. So into your back bend and exhale. Into your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up toward the sky. And exhale, swing it all the way through to a lunge. From here, we're going to exhale, bring both hands behind the back, really stretching. Inhale, swing those arms up. Exhale, swing them back. And inhale, again, swing those arms up. This next exhale, we're going to swing through to a warrior two. So exhale, swing the arms to a T. Your left foot is going to be parallel with the back of the mat. Right foot is facing forward. Arms are out like a T. Gazes past the right hand. And bend into that right leg. Left leg is nice and straight. Inhale, flip the right palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, back into your warrior two. And exhale, reach forward, dropping that right hand. Inhale the left arm up toward the sky. If you would like a more challenging option, you can take that left or the right hand, bring it down to the mat. Or if you want an even more intense option, you can bring the left hand behind the back, or even go in for a bind. Wherever you are, take a few moments to breathe here. Wherever you are, you can release that bind if you have one, and then come back into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg. We're going to kick our hip back, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it right now, but we're going to reach forward with the right hand, drop it down. You can drop your right hand to the shin or to the mat. Both legs are straight. We are here in triangle pose. Left arm reaches up high, gazes up toward that hand. If your neck hurts, you can look down. Sorry for the loud train. But breathe into your triangle pose. From here, slowly start to bend into that front knee. Bring your hand a little bit out in front of that right leg. Now this is a weird position right now, but you might need to kick this back leg in a little bit, or you can come with me on an inhale into your half moon pose. So inhale, open this left arm up toward the sky, open into your half moon. Breathe here, look up toward the sky if you can, but if you cannot, your gaze can be down. Wherever you are, try to find one place to look, because if you look around, you might fall. That's what I get for trying to look around. From here, you can stay right here, or you can bend into that leg, and so you can grab that foot with the left hand and open up into a bound half moon. Exhale, release, and come into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, forward fold, planting the hands. Now, walk, step, or hop back into your plank. Again, if you do hop, make sure that you have a soft bend in the elbows. Exhale, hop. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up toward the sky. We're gonna swing that left leg all the way through to a lunge. From here, finding your balance, you're gonna exhale, bring the hands behind the body. And inhale up. Exhale one more time, bring those hands behind the body. And inhale, reach back up. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Right leg this time is parallel with the back of the mat. Straight leg, left leg is nice and bent. Toes facing forward. Squeaky train, my goodness. Arms are out to a T. Inhale, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Really enjoy the side body stretch here. And come back into your warrior two. Exhale, reach forward with that left arm, dropping that left elbow and right arm up toward the sky. You have the option here to take this left hand, bring it down to the mat to really open. You also have the option to take this right hand, bring it behind the back. And lastly, you have the option to go in for the bind. But make sure whatever you do that your chest is open. Try not to collapse into that chest. Maybe even look up to help open up that chest. This will help us with our half moon pose, by the way. So keeping that chest nice and open. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna open back up into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg, pop that right hip out, and you're gonna slowly shift your weight forward into that left hand and drop down into triangle pose. We're trying to be as flat as we can, flat this way. So as you can see, I'm trying to be like I can fit in between two panes of glass. That's gonna really help us with the next move, which is half moon pose. Breathe here. And as you exhale, slowly bend into that left leg. Bring the left hand in front of that left foot. You can step that right foot in if you'd like, or inhale, kick that leg up. Finding your half moon on this side. Again, your gaze can be down or up, but wherever you are, try to find one spot and stick with it, because if you don't, you're gonna fall like I was just almost did. So this side, I'm gonna gaze down because the sun's bright. From here, the option to bend that leg, grab onto the foot, and go in for a little bound half moon. Breathe here. And whenever you're ready, you're gonna exhale, release that foot if you had it, and slowly come down into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. We have time for one more quick little flow. It'll be a good pigeon one, so it'll be nice and relaxing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna go into a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Before we go into that pose, I want us to go high up onto the toes and slowly sit down. Now, this is just stretching out our feet. So you can keep the legs parallel, bring the hands to heart center, and find a quick little balance here. Exhale, drop the hands, plant the feet once again, and from here, walk, step, or hop to a chaturanga. Again, listen to your body and keep the elbows bent if you need to. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now this is where the magic happens. We're gonna do pigeon. Inhale, the right leg up toward the sky. Exhale, swing it through to pigeon. So right knee to right wrist, right ankle to left wrist. And slowly scoot that left foot back, making space in the hips. Whew. See, now if you were super flexible, the goal is to get the shin parallel with the front of the mat. Now I am not nearly that flexible, so can't even see my shin from here. My shin is in, so just as long as you have the hip slightly off of the mat, you're square, then you're golden. You're gonna walk your hands forward and slowly go into your pigeon pose, dropping the forehead down onto the mat and taking a couple breaths. I do have some options here for anyone who thinks pigeon pose is just too darn easy and wants to make it a little bit more intense. I have something for you. So from here, let me see. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go into a little twist. I want us to go with the left hand up. Exhale, bring the left hand underneath the right. All right, so now you're really twisting, and then the right hand up overhead. This is super awkward. Oh, who said, hey, hello, I'm late. What's up, Suspense? I was wondering how you were because it's been a while. Figured school's keeping you kind of busy. We're just stretching very awkwardly in pigeon pose. This is going to intensify the sensation in your hips here, just in case you needed more. From here, walk the hands back. Rollerblades, I was doing my workout this morning. Oh, nice! Rollerblading is so much fun. My husband's super into rollerblading. From here, we're going to plant the left toe, lift up off the knee, and then step back into downward facing dog. Now, I need to get my own set of rollerblades because I don't have any. I can just watch him do it. Inhale the left leg up toward the sky, and we're gonna swing that leg through to pigeon, so left knee to left wrist, left ankle to right wrist, and scoot that right leg back, untuck the toes. And once you're ready, your hips are square, you can walk the hands forward into a pigeon pose. Before you even go into that twist, if you were doing that twist, take a moment to just see how you feel on this side, because both sides are always so much different than one another. My roommate got exercise bike. Oh, so we added that to our morning workout. Nice. It seems like you kind of have like a whole like gym now. That's all you really need though. Exercise bike, rollerblades, and that's good cardio. Cardio is something that I need to work on. If you want to go into that twist, inhale the right arm up toward the sky. Thread the right hand underneath the left. Left hand stretches on out and breathe. Again, it's going to make it a little bit more intense, so you do not have to do this if you don't want to. Take a couple breaths. Just sit here and relax. And on your next exhale, we're going to walk the hands back. We're going to tuck the right toe, lift up off of the knee, and step back into a downward facing dog. Very nice. I'm sure you guys are all doing very wonderful. From here, you're going to slowly come high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look up at the hands, and walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, roll all the way up into a standing pose. This time, just mountain pose, arms out to the side. We're going to come all the way down. So you can go into a squat first. The toes are facing out. Your feet are about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit further. Hands heart center. Exhale, slowly lower into your squat pose. And take a nice breath. It's better than hearing, me falling in yoga. Hey, yeah, I feel that. And also, it's probably better just in case you don't break anything if you fall. Exercise bikes are a little bit more safe. As we all know, we can fall in yoga. If you haven't fallen yet, then you're not trying hard enough. I'm just kidding. But that's always my rule. Exhale, drop your bum down onto the mat and sit. No one actually says that, by the way. If you're not falling, that probably just means you have amazing balance. I'm not blessed with natural amazing balance. From here, we're going to go into our boat pose because We gotta do it. From here, grab onto the back of the legs, sit up nice and tall, shoulder blades in towards one another, open up the chest. But try not to find any arch in your back. Try to keep it nice and straight. Come up onto the toes and inhale. Bring those feet up. I have another option for you guys today. You can go into your regular boat pose, hands are out, or you can piece fingers onto your big toes and straighten those legs. Wherever you are, take a couple breaths. Again, keeping the back nice and straight, trying, okay, because it's so easy to do this, and we don't want this. This is just, it doesn't work the same muscles. So we really want to try to keep the chest nice and open. Again, if your legs cannot straighten, it's totally fine if they're bent. Wherever you are, release and exhale. Come all the way down onto your back. We're going to inhale, draw the knees in toward the chest. Let's go into a shoulder stand because inversion is super fun. We're going to kick those feet up, hands on the low back. And press them all the way up toward the sky. You have some time to play, so you can kick the legs around. You can, spike with your legs. You can go into some splits. Try to keep your gaze up toward the sky and not look around like I was just doing just to protect your neck. Don't do what I'm doing. But do play with your legs. Have some fun here. This is yoga. This is just having a good time. From here, you have the option to go back into plow pose. So drop your legs nice and slow. See if your toes can touch. If they can't touch, just try to keep your hands on your low back. If they do touch, you can release. Breathe here. You might feel a nice deep sensation in the back of your legs. Might feel kind of good. Exhale, release, slowly lowering back. Keep the knees in toward the chest. And exhale, drop the knees over toward the right. Left arm stretches on out. We're in our twist. Make sure both shoulders remain on the mat as your gaze goes past the left hand. And breathe here. Fix that. There we go. Take it. Inhale. And exhale out. On your next inhale, slowly bring your knees back to your chest. And this time, let's give ourselves a big hug. Try to bring our knee up to our nose. Or our nose up to our knee, really. And then come back down. We're going to drop the knees over to the left. The right hand stretches on out, both shoulders still making contact with the mat, and gaze goes past the right hand. Close the eyes if you'd like. And try not to fall asleep. But if you do fall asleep, then good for you. Then enjoy that nap. Go right ahead. I'm not judging. Try to slow your breaths down, making them last a little bit longer on the inhale and on the exhales. Inhale, bring the knees back to the chest. We're going to inhale, bring both legs up toward the sky, flex the feet, and exhale, lower the legs down into Shavasana, nice and slow. A really nice short Shavasana today because we have a lot of sim stuff to get around to. Priorities. But anyway, what I want you to do now is open up the feet like a book. Hands are out towards your sides, palms facing up. If you need to make any readjustments, go right ahead, like remove any flesh from the shoulders, any uncomfortable sensations. Make sure your eyes are closed or soften your gaze. And start to focus in on the breath one last time before our practice is over. Enjoy the way it feels to get a refreshing inhale. And nice exhale. Maybe just be observant of the way the breath moves through the body, giving oxygen to your muscles. helping you think more clearly. One last inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms above the head into a full body stretch, just like you're getting up in the morning. And exhale, draw the knees to the chest, giving yourself a big hug. Hi, Coconut, come here, baby. Slowly choose a side to roll onto. Come here, baby. Come here. Yes. And then sit up into a comfortable seated position, eyes remaining closed if you can. Sit up nice and tall. We're gonna still take a moment to inhale, connect with your breath, and exhale out. Inhale, reach the arms above the head, and exhale, lower the hands to heart center. Take an inhale through the nose. And exhale, lower the chin to the chest. From here, blink the eyes open. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Namaste.